Hi class, in this last video about the TED Talks on patents that we watched in class, I'm going to talk about the Drew Curtis talk about fighting patent trolls. He has a very strong opinion on patent trolls because the company, as the founder of his company, Fark.com, they were recently under some patent litigation and infringement suits. So he has some very strong opinions which make a lot of sense regarding patent trolls. He first calls them terrorists, and he says that violating a patent for the creation and the distribution of news released via email was a terrible experience. He thought that these patent trolls really took advantage of his company and was just trying to sue his company for money. And what I like about his talk is that he offers a lot of different advice on how to fight patent trolls. So in the beginning of his TED talk, he talks about the nature of a patent and being accused and being violated, and he says that it is quite strange that this happens all the time, but it really does, especially with the rise of patent trolls. And then he goes on to describe his experience about being sued by patent trolls, and he says that he really wished he teamed up with larger companies that were being sued like him, and that is his first piece of advice, which is to definitely team up with other companies because this will allow you to have more resources to fight against these patent trolls. And eventually he believed that if he did team up with a lot of larger companies, he would have had a better chance at winning his suits. And another piece of advice that he gives to us in terms of fighting patent trolls, he says don't negotiate with terrorists and don't fight the patent, but fight the infringement. And that was something very interesting because he said that a good idea was to make it clear from the beginning that your company doesn't have any money and that you would rather spend all your money with your attorney fighting until the end than just settling and giving the patent troll the money. And I think that is an interesting tactic because ultimately the patent troll wants money, so if they realize that your company doesn't have money, it is a potential way for them to kind of drop the suit. And overall, I think this talk really gave some great ideas about how to fight patent trolls and and different ways to win against them, even if you are a smaller company or a startup.